to Stint 3, the 24 hours with Mom. And jump scare again. What do you expect? Or even, I got my mic set up there. Let's see. Right off the bat, we've got quad rings leading out the prototypes. Then we got Apex Kimmy right behind him. Behind them, Blood Racer looking for the pass, trying to get up in a second. Position changing, looks like Blood Racer's about to get it. He's up in a second. They're coming up behind quad rings. We're going to take first place away from him. Kimmy back into third now. Followed by Gator Bait. Close behind him is Pity the Slayer. And then right behind them is Senna. Blood Racer takes first place away from quad rings. Kimmy right there capitalizing, taking second. Quad rings may have gone a little wide or something. Back here in seventh again is Roast Race. Followed by Spoon. First car in the GT class. We've got his POV pulled up, so we should be able to tune into there every once in a while. If you guys have anybody else streaming in D Lobby, let me know. I should be able to pull up their stream, get their point of view. Second place in GT is LMP Grizz. LMP car has been running pretty well all day long. Right behind them is Doki Chan. And then Chris for Apex Driving School, or Apex Haunt. Followed by C480, we saw him earlier in stint number 1. And then Sonic Trog. Close behind him is RVN Night Fox. Followed by Revenge Racer. Skill David. HYR Melanie. Then there's Boiled Bird, Turkey, and was that Loseretta? Loserette? Head back in here quick with our leader. Gonna do the Dunlop Bridge for the second time. First lap, he's leading, Blood Racer. Got Apex Kimmy right behind him, and then quad rings. Starting to space out a little bit. Got our GT leader getting a decent gap. Watch the GT class come through here quick. Your leader, and here comes everyone trying to chase him down. Looks like that's Chris up into third place. Might be trying to get go for second. Turkey didn't want to repeat of earlier stint, backed out of that one. Oh, we got to get off of this. Looks like Grizz. I'm not sure if he had a slight collision with Chris or anything, but he can drop back a couple spots. Behind C4, he's working his way back around and down. still pretty close back here. With GT, with the prototype cars. Looks like Flag Bus dropped hour number 5 Le Mans fun fact. The longest distance driven during the Le Mans 24 hours was... What is it? Should there be another column there? 5410713 kilometers driven in 2010 by the Audi number 3. That's a lot of kilometers. Back here now fighting with, who's that, Doki Chan and a Revenge Racer. BMW got a little loose. I think that was Doki. Yeah. Everybody marched back up again. $7 billion? You think 3,362,061 miles. Doki decided to hop in for an early pit. So did Boiled Bird. Quad rings dropping back a little bit. See if we get back around roast race. Oh, somebody's super deep into... That was gator bait. Way deep into the corner there. Revenge back around Grizz. Grizz not making it easy. Alright, then Flag Bus, where your comma was supposed to go? Because there's 4 numbers, and then a comma, and then 3 numbers. Yeah, million might be a little much, but yeah, that confused me. Let's see, anything happening on track? Where are the battles at? This is around pity now. 3,000 or in comma. Okay. That makes a little more sense. Starting to get into a little bit of nighttime now. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm 100% sleeping. Are you prototype leader? Yeah, once he got out in front of the field, he just took off. Kind of like the first half of Stint 1. Yeah, let's test out the driver POV here. With Spoon. Let's see. I don't know if we get his audio or not. But there we go, we can see what he sees. It might be a little bit delayed because we are in spectate mode. And we are picking up his stream. So yeah, it looks like his stream is just a second behind where we're at. Well, that's not too bad overall. Oh yeah, Roast is making moves all the way up to third already. You started leading the beginning of the race, led every single lap so far. Yeah, of course we can check out Boyle. Anybody you guys want to see, just let me know, and we will go pop over to him quick. Looks like he's about to have some prototypes coming up behind him. Alright, let's take a look. It's like C4 is starting to catch up to Chris. A few more corners and he might be close enough to make some moves on him. Oh yeah, you want to see the side of his car? Of course. Not sure if you can see well enough from these angles, but let me know and I can switch it. Can also do, might as well do this. Oh, okay. Oh, while we're here, let's get a look at this battle against Zelda. We're seeing some of the first pit stops. We got Kimmy and Blood Racer on pit stop number 1. Senna already took their stop, so he will be catching up fairly soon. And Grizz, as well as David, took their stops. Grizz just coming out now. A few more people head in. Pity, Quad Rings. So far, just Gator Bait and Roast Race need to pit for the prototypes. Well, I haven't done the first pit anyways. Only a handful of pits for the GT so far. Got a little over half of the field hasn't pit yet. Hey, Peter Bread, thank you for the follow. Tony, thank you for the follow. I think I'm supposed to be racing with you, Stint 5 or something like that. And Turismo, thanks for the follow, of course. Let's see if this battle's any closer. gonna make it out in front of C4 without Chris. Doesn't look like it. Alright, we're gonna go for a lap with your leader quick. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I've got a couple more POVs up now that we can tap into. Who do you guys want to watch? You want to watch Roast? We can watch Quadrants. Or who else can we watch? Or we can watch Spoon. Let's go ahead and watch Roast Race. This POV might be a little bit off from what we're seeing, but it'll be pretty close. That's awesome that it's his first big TORA event. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta help the wife with a couple things quick. Let's see. Do you want to do a couple more laps with roast? Or do you want to go to quad rings or spoon? Anyone know what happened to Spoon there? Let's see if he has any. Yeah, he's got some damage. Anyone see what happened? Maybe he let's see. Sorry, I was trying to get my mic plugged in. Alright, come on now. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and switch out now that we're done helping and everything. Let's see. Let's take a look at our driver's list. We got Kimmy with 3 stops up here leading the race currently. Blood Racer with 4 stops, getting around some GT cars, looking to get back up into the lead, see where he comes out once Kimmy goes through. And then we have Senna in 3rd place. 3rd place in the prototypes. Let's see. Fourth place, we have Pity the Slayer. Let's see, 2nd and 4th all have 4 stops. Gatorbait just pit for his 4th stop. In 5th place here we have Roast Race. Wait, yeah, Roast Race. Behind him is Quadrings. And then third of the 4 stops is Gatorbait. first place currently is C4. As far as Turk, let's see. Looks like about half a lap again. It's about what it was last race. Going through these guys. So C4. Got C4. We've got Chris. These guys just on 3 stops. Same with Revenge Racer. And then LMP Grizz. Behind him is Sonic. Bird did just go into the pits for pit number 4. Turkey still needs to make 2 stops. He's got 10 minutes to do that. There's Sonic. There's Loser. Night Fox. Doki. Oh, he ran out of fuel. Damn. Oh yeah, I just saw it tick down to 0. Oh, and he was, I think, trying to keep his momentum up. Ended up going into the gravel there. Damn. Let's see if he ends up making it around. Where were we? Behind Night Fox is Doki Chan, and then Spoon. Both of them, the first ones with 4 pits, along with the Boiled, but we haven't got to him yet. So behind Spoon is Melanie, then David, then we have Boiled, and then Turkey. Yeah, fully out of fuel over here. Yeah, that sucks to see, man. There's only 8 minutes left of the race, so at least it didn't happen earlier. But also, they only did get 2 of the stops in, so. I had to check back in with him briefly. Alright guys, we have 5 minutes left of this stint. No, sorry, they have 5 minutes left to pit. 5 minutes left to pit, they've got 15 minutes left of this stint. Got Chris, go to the pits please. Okay, he's on his pit. Alright. Even. Oh, he's risking it. So is Grizz. No one else can risk it. So Sonic, Nightfox, Sam Lewis, David. Looks like Kimmy is still holding on to first place even after that pit. How far back? Yeah, Blood Racer is a little ways back. Yeah, the race starts technically at a minute or with an hour 56 remaining. So it'll start with 2 hours. Like you load in the lobby, you got 2 hours to finish. You line up, everyone starts driving with an hour 56 remaining, and then they go from there. Trying to make his way back to Revenge Racer. So with about 12 minutes remaining, we'll go through at least the top 5 in each class. And there's only 7 we'll go through everybody. So we got Kimmy, Apex Kimmy leading the pack. Behind him we've got Blood Racer. Behind Blood Racer is Senna. Pity the Slayer right behind him. And then Roast Race. Behind him is Quadrings. And then Gatorbait. First place currently in the GT class is Revenge Racer, but he's coming up to do his final pin now. He's got a minute to get there, same with Grizz, who's right behind him. They should have a little bit of time because they're doing faster than 4 minutes normally, and they had more than 4 minutes when they went across the line. So we should see him go. And then Grizz, there goes. And in with 24 seconds to spare. That is all your GT cars with their required pits, except for the one that had to retire here off the racing line. Chris is looking for second place. Grizz is right behind him. C4 has a pretty good gap to everybody. And Revenge Racer, Chris, and Grizz are all right next to each other. Pretty good to get a view of both cars there. It wasn't exactly synced up, but we got to see Kimmy get a lap on quad rims. We're about done here. We've got 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. Kimmy leading leading the prototype field, followed by Blood Racer and Senna still. Down here in GT, C480 with a decent gap, followed by Road Racer, Chris, and Grizz. All still with small gaps between them. If any of them make a mistake, the other one will be right there to pounce and take the position. Behind them, we've got Doki-chan, Sonic Trog, less than 5 minutes to the end of the stint. Looks like Sonic has some damage. Whoa. Has some more damage now. Oof. Into the tire barrier there in corner one. As he gets back going, he's going to make his way around. Oh, Blood Racer had to dive into the pit as well, take pit number 5. Only has 6% fuel left. Sonic's back on track. Got damage to the front right and the rear left. Not sure exactly what's going on there. Chris is trying to catch up to Revenge here, while Grizz is right behind them. Still looking for that P2. Rough race, about to come past this battle for second. Tries to go around Grizz. Gets sideways, ends up right behind him again. Looking for a chance to get around. There he goes around the outside here. Into the final chicanes. Behind Chris now. Makes his way around Chris. Now he's heading up to get around second place. Minute and a half left in this race. Chris made a slight mistake. Chris is looking to get third place from him. With 1 minute remaining. He's got a battle for third here for the final lap. Final minute anyways. Here's makes it to his inside. And might get all the way in front of him. Yes, he does. He's going to have to be aggressive here. Goes back to his inside. Takes away the line. Gets back in front. See if he holds it. Yep, he holds it in front. Grizz is going to have the draft again. 20 seconds left. Let's look at our leader. We've got Kimmy up here, 15 seconds left. Come back to this. Grizz got ahead of him just a little bit there. Full stop. And they're stopped where we can't see them, of course. Right next to each other, wow. That was close. Hopefully, one of them got a clip of that because they're just on top of each other. Yeah, I did see them touch. I don't know, Chris got into him a little bit, and that last chicane there, and they came out of it side by side. Your overall leader today in this stint, Apex Kimmy. In the Volk Racing wheel livery. Nice, beautiful paint. Looks like Quad Rings is going to be hosting the next stint as well. So we can stay in here while he gets all the times and stuff because he's hosting this one. Hey, BTR, thank you for the follow. Top Gear, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, guys. For the rest of F Lobby, if you guys are looking for streams, it's going to be right here. I'm streaming, or I'm set to stream all of F Lobby. I'll be racing in F Lobby during stints 5, 10, and 12. So I'll hop back in there and get the hop in the POV. Let's see. Oh, let me turn that down a little bit. I was hearing myself in the background in somebody else's game. Let's see. So we'll be back for 5, 10, and 12 for racing. We're set to stream all the rest of the lobbies, but we'll be taking breaks throughout. Not sure exactly where we're going to take a break, but we might take a little one here for stint 4. Because I'm going to be racing stint 5. I might get in a little practice or something before then. But we'll see what's up. Oh, fun fact time from Flak Bus. Hey, let me go get the last one. I don't know if I said that one or not. Did we get it? Yeah, hour number 4, the last fun fact from Flak Bus. Ford, Mazda, and Toyota are the only non-European car makers to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Ford has 4 consecutive, Mazda has 1, and Toyota has 5 consecutive. Let's see, this is the next one he's going to throw in there. What else we got to give to you guys? There's going to be a few double stinters, so you'll see some of these guys in the next stint. We may take a break for stint 4 and run a little practice before stint 5 just so I can get some more nighttime driving in. But we might still stream a little bit of that anyways. Let me know if you guys have anybody racing in there that's going to be streaming. We can pull up their POV. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, well, we've got hour number 7 fun fact from Flak Bus with GGA. So let's see, hour number 7 fun fact. Current advisor for the Red Bull F1 team, Helmut Marko, won the 1971 24 Hours of Le Mans, giving Porsche their 2nd overall win. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Let's see, Roken says, if I can set everything up, we'll stream his POV through YouTube. Alright, I should be able to pull up the YouTube stream in there too. Just, I assume it'll be the same name. Otherwise, just shoot me a message on Discord or something like that. Whoever's streaming, just throw it in a message, so the link in there, and I'll pull it up. We were able to pull up a few people today. We got to see, who was it? Roast Race. We rode along with Quad Rings for a little bit, and same with Spoons. While we're sitting here waiting for everybody, we might as well run down the list real quick. Your overall race winner, Apex Kimmy. Then we have Blood Racer behind him for Raven. Then Senna. Then we've got Pity the Slayer, Roast Race in 5th place, Quad Rings in 6th. Then Gator Bait taking up 7th for the prototypes. First in the GT class is C480. It's Ferrari here. We've seen him in a few stints today. 2 stints today so far. Let's see, Revenge Racer. Another double stinter. We haven't seen any triple stints. But C4 I think was in like 1 and 3, something like that. 3rd place here we have Chris. Literally right up against LMP Grizz. Behind them, let's see, is this the car just out of the hair, or not the hairpin, but the chicane? I think this is a different one. But we've got Doki Chan. Behind him, Luzaretta. RVN Night Fox. Finished right here with like a little bit of damage. Hopefully you only got that, you know, in the braking at the end or something. Hopefully you didn't have to drive on that too long. Oh yeah, it's showing 100% damage on everything, so yeah, I assume that happened at the end. Behind him is Sonic Trog. With a lot of damage. Behind Sonic is Melanie. Right behind Melanie, we've got David. Behind David is Bluebird. And then behind him, we've got Turkey. Turkey ended up, I don't know if he missed a pit or what happened. He ended up running out of fuel. So I had to retire the car a little bit early, but at least it was towards the end of the race. It wasn't halfway through or anything like that, so. That is the final grid for stint number 3. We'll be looking at stint number 4 here soon. But like I said, I might take a break. I might miss the first part of it or the second part of it, something like that. We'll see what's up, but we'll see what's up. We're gonna have Quad Rings as the leader of that one as well, so. Oh, that is true. Yeah, I guess he would have DNF'd. He might have had more mileage. But there was only, I think there was only about 8 minutes left of the stint when he ended up pulling over. So I'm not sure where that would have added up to. Yeah, TORA Le Mans after 3 weeks in the game. It's rough, and especially at Lobby with all the shenanigans and all the technical difficulties starting up and everything like that, but it is what it is. It's good to, you know, jump right in and get your feet wet. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Does TORA have rating on? Because we'll go rate them if they do. Alright guys, while we end here, we're gonna go ahead and raid TORA live quick, because I think we're just gonna let's see, how do we want to do this? We want to end now, get some practice in, and then start up Stint 4 and then switch to Stint 5 when we need to get in there? Or should we go to the next lobby now? Start out Stint 4, leave early, get some practice in. Yeah, we might just do that. And then we can raid the TORA stream until it's time for us to go live again. Hey, what's up, Ghost? Doing good, just working out what we're gonna do next. We're going to Stint 4 next, but I'm gonna be racing Stint 5, so I'm just deciding when I want to have a little break here, get a little extra practice in and stuff like that. We can either do it now, or we can do it like halfway through Stint 4. Do it now? Yeah, that could be a good idea. Then we'll hop into 4 as long as there's someone I can join. And go from there. Either way, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go ahead and raid. Yeah, that is true. I think there's one for it. It won't be the very end because I'll be getting ready for Stint 5 too. But I know exactly what you mean. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid the TORA live chat. Say what's up to those guys. And then we'll be starting up the stream again later on. We're getting our POV in. So come back for the end of Stint 4 and then Stint 5 and the rest of the stints later on. Thank you guys for all the follow, and I'll see you in the next one.